It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! 18, Rodler, 18, let go.
Looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready?
Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Get it.
Trying to push this past the marker. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Brissett gonna throw here, first play. It is caught left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Going play action here, Brissett. Buying some time left. That one's caught along the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On the ready.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Let's go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. A give left side to Jones. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30.
On the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Now, back.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 boxes.
Trying again, following the sack. He finds Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call.
70 Rangers.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs looking for a score before halftime.
Okay, break.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Completed to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Set.
1st down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
18, Pioneer. Go.
On 2nd and 5 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Crack roll 80. Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Pass play now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Brissett to throw. He's on the move. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Little off-center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Brissett now on 1st and 10. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
It's a design boot. Dumped off to his running back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Ready?
Now a give left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Come on, go!
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Get it!
Now it's Brissett. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Here we go, set!
Off the play fake, Brissett. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has the connection to Jones. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19 side. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it. Ready.
Running this one left. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Back. Ready, ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Has another lane. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it 17-all. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter.